Hello to all my successful, unique, and innovative friends, and welcome back to day 3 of the Keys to Success for the Long Term series. Now, I hope you guys are getting a ton of value because this is years of experience, hundreds of thousands of dollars in costs just to get to where we are right now, just to talk to you guys, about 10 minutes a day about the tremendous value that we're offering you guys, okay? And remember, it's absolutely free, but it is, if we were to bring it to the market, at $195 value. But we're handing it to you guys, courtesy of the Marketing Alliance Group sponsoring this, free of charge, okay? So hope you've taken a look at that and checked it out. If you haven't, you can follow the link below this video. But it is an awesome, tremendous value. If we've given you guys this much on the front end, trust me, we're gonna load you up on the back end. Okay. All right. But today is part two of, or day two of the subject we've been talking about, which is personal development. Okay. Yesterday we talked about it on a personal aspect. Why is it important to personally develop yourself, and what does it do for you? We describe, it opens your eyes, to what's right in front of you. Type this out, right in front of you, and then it gives you progressive, and then it takes progressive realization, and then finally moving. Okay, so you progressively realize, or some people call it progressive revelation. That's actually a better word. I would prefer to call it progressive revelation, because realization is like, it kind of gives you the tendency that you're discovering something new, but revelation states more so that your eyes are just open to what's in front of you. It's already been there. You're just realizing it, and it's just being revealed to you. So I like that word better, progressive revelation. Okay, but today we're going to talk about how personal development benefits you in your business, or benefits you in an applicable way. We're going to give it to you in an applicable way, and we're going to show you guys, how it can benefit you monetarily. Okay, so we're going to start off with that comparison that we started yesterday. I was going to talk to you guys about it yesterday, but we ran short on time. I'm just really sitting down and talking with you guys, trying to keep these videos within 10 minutes so you can get, over an hour worth of value from this whole series, at this $195 value. I can't give you guys too much, because I'd make the members mad that they had to, pay to get that information. But I do want to give you guys a tremendous amount of value. So today we're going to talk about how personal development, applies to your business, and how it's applicable to your business. Okay, and we're going to put it in a monetary term, okay, so you can better understand it and measure it. Okay, all right, we started talking about how I used in day one the example of how marketing is like fishing. Okay, and now, fishing, there are two things, there are three aspects we're going to look at. Number one, we're going to look at the bait. Okay, number two, we're going to look at the hook, and then we're going to look at the fish. All right, well, first of all, before the bait, comes the person. All right, so we're really going to look at these four things. All right, the person, the bait, the hook, and the fish. Okay, all right. Now, what is the one thing that's constant in this equation? Okay, that that personal development addresses, and that is the person. Okay, personal development starts at the root of the issue. Okay, because you see, the beginning aspect, the beginning factor is, the beginning product is the person. Okay, it starts with the person, but the end factor is the fish. Okay, what most people don't understand is, if you have to start at the beginning, if you don't work on the person, then there's no way you can change the outcome of the fish. Okay, you can change the bait, or you can change the hook all you guys want, but if you don't work on the person right here, then your end product is still going to be grossly affected by the person. Okay, so personal development starts with what you see, person in there. Okay, and what, more specifically, what a person is, a person's understanding. Okay, person's understanding, that's what we're going to deal with. person's understanding. Now, one thing I want you to understand about this whole equation is once your understanding is opened, okay, then we can move to the second step, which is the bait. Okay, and the bait determines what type of fish you're going to catch. Okay? And like we stated earlier, if you throw out a worm, a worm is going to equal you catch sardines, which are, little fish. Okay? So if you got your bait, is because of your understanding, you're casting out this inferior bait, then here's what you're going to catch. You're going to catch sardines. And that's where we get the whole concept of, like I stated earlier in day one, staying in recruiting mode. You got to stay in recruiting mode. Stay in recruiting mode. You got to constantly have people coming in because people are going to be constantly dropping out. Well, people, I don't experience that in my business is because I don't throw out worms. Okay? The bait I throw out, a sardine wouldn't even dare try to come and swim over near it. It would scare them because the bait that I throw out is actually bigger than the fish that are trying to that are looking at it, bigger than these sardines. So if you throw something out bigger than a sardine, you think a sardine is going to swim over to something that's bigger than it that jumps in the water? No, it's going to run from it. It's going to be like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, that's out of my league. I can't touch that. Okay. But if you throw out worms, then you're going to catch all these sardines. You're going to be recruiting a lot of people, and as fast as they come in, that's as fast as they go out. And at the Marketing Alliance Group, that is not a long-term principle about you continuing just to build your business over and over and over. We don't want that. I don't want that. I'm sick of that. I did that. Okay, and I'm not doing that no more. And that's what I'm experiencing now. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to see, that you can experience that also in your life. Okay, but if you do throw out a let's say I'll just get real big with you guys, a 1-ton piece of meat. All right, a 1-ton piece of meat. What do you think is that's going to equal? You think sardines are going to swim over and try to get some of that 1-ton meat? No, as soon as that splashes in the water, you're going to see all the sardines scatter. Okay, you're gonna see all those sardines scatter. Like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, 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 that's way out of my league. I'm scared of that. Okay, you're gonna see all these guys scatter, and guess who's gonna swim over and try to take a bite out of that? Moby Dick, the big guy. Okay, or you can call this guy a big fish. Let's put this down here. Let's make this look nice. Another word for that guy is a big fish. Okay. And what I mean by big fish is a high quality person, a motivated person, a person who's going to take action, a person who's committed to be a lifetime student, a person that's going to come into your business and work and run and more than likely even pass you up. Okay, that's how you know you have a system, when you can have a big fish come in and surpass you. That's also another way how you know that it's not a pyramid. Okay, because when you got a big fish that comes in, and the only thing that big fish does is just make you more money, and then he's still making less money than you, and you know he's better than you. I mean, just be honest. You know he's a better business builder than you. You know he has more people than you. Okay, you know he sold more product, but yet and still, because it's a pyramid, you make more money. Okay. But these are what these big fish. This is how you attract the big fish, and the meat is equivalent to what? We can transpose meat, which equals value. Okay, value. What value do you have to offer? Do you have value that will attract big fish, or do you have value that will attract little fish? Okay, and guess what? Big fish stay around for the long term. As long as you keep feeding the big fish and you feed him with value, you treat him right, you take care of him, you make sure he's getting paid, you make sure his family's all right, you make sure he can retire, then guess what? The big fish is gonna stay around. Okay, and big fish turn you into a big fish. Well, first of all, you got to be a big fish to be able to even pick up a 1-ton piece of meat and throw it out there. Okay? So this is what the Marketing Alliance Group teaches you to do. We give you that 1-ton piece of meat. All right? And we show you how to throw that out and to attract these Moby Dicks. Okay? And we show you and we walk you through the entire process, and all of our help is perpetual. Okay? Perpetual. which means it's on an ongoing basis. So we're not just going to leave you out there. We're not just going to give you guys something and then walk away. No, we're going to stay with you guys through your whole journey and continually upgrade the knowledge that we give to you guys on a consistent basis. So if you haven't taken a look at that, I definitely suggest go taking a look at it now. My time is up. I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow about marketing skills. See you guys tomorrow.